Hi everyone, and Happy New Year. I hope my face doesn't cover anything and so on. And as a New Year resolution, I will try to count out every single hand. That was my idea of a New Year's resolution, but it's probably just another experiment to see how long it takes until I stop doing that. Of course, I won't count out every single hand, but there is don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, as they say. And this hand is a perfect example of that because I would like my partner to play no trumps and not me. There's something to be said for one no trump, or maybe double. Double has obviously the disadvantage of putting partner on lying about heart length. So double obviously promises 4 hearts, as you can see. One on trump has the problem of us having to declare one on trump. So if my partner has like queen doubleton, that costs us a trick because the lead goes through dummy. Of course, I should also count my points. I have 11 points. So that means we have at most 22 combined. So I don't want to play game. I don't want to bid like 2 no trump. I think 1 no trump is probably the least of all evils. 8 to 11 likely stop in spades. And my opponents are bidding stuff now, and unfortunately, like, we might be missing a diamond part score here. So if you kind of look around here, he probably has 6 spades. Does he actually promise 6 spades? Yes. 11 to 15 total points, so that's very likely close to 11. And 2 hearts also promises about 10 points, yeah. And without, this is also a little bit silly, it should deny 3 spades. It should be 2 minus spades, not 3 minus spades. 3 minus means 0 to 3 in Gibbs speak. Yeah, so I mean, I would bet there is a diamond fit here because so him having 6 spades, me having 4, my partner likely has 1 or 2, and then how can he have? I mean, of course he could have 4 in the minors or something. I wonder what would happen if I bid 3 diamonds. 5 plus diamonds, that's absurd, but hopefully my partner doesn't overcompete. I'm not confident 2 spades is going down, and this really escalated quickly. I'm just really... So my partner obviously thinks I have 5 diamonds, so if I double he's gonna go to 5 diamonds or something. Maybe not. No such luck. Okay, well, this year is off to a good start. So I was right about the diamond suit. My partner does have 5 diamonds. It's just that for some reason 3 diamonds promises 5 bar support, which I find really mind-blowing. Of course, it's kind of masterminding what I was doing here, but I shouldn't be punished so drastically for it. So let's see the loser. So a spade and a heart. Those are the 2 losers. The club ace is another loser. I just need to... Well, I need to take this, hoping that West doesn't have a void, and he doesn't. And I think I can just go on and just draw trump, hoping that East doesn't have 4. So now I'm gonna lose two diamonds. Oh, 1 diamond anyway. Yes. I can lay off diamonds for the time being, and I guess hearts could tell us something. Okay, flies ace. King, queen. Okay. So now, I'm supposed to count out every hand, right? So, shouldn't stop. Wait, what was this? Yeah, so West doesn't have a spade anymore. East has 6 spades, 2 hearts. Yeah, so 6 spades. Uh, 6 spades, 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, and a club at most. So he doesn't have a. If he has the ace of ace or queen of clubs, he can't actually have the ace or the queen. If I pay a little bit of attention, the 9 of clubs is helpful, but yeah, I'm getting. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter all of this stuff that I'm counting. I'm a little bit lucky. Oh no, this is also getting over off. So I'm getting. This is down 5, so it's a good start of the year. I mean, obviously, if somebody, if Gib were south and he bid like this, so 3 diamonds with my hand, people would report that as a bug. So I guess I can't really say I was fixed by Gib or anything. It's just I don't know. Some people would bid 2 diamonds with this hand instead of 1 on trump. That was also it also crossed my mind, but I rejected it. It's a little bit silly when you have a relatively good description, such as 3 diamonds. I wonder if I can play ace of diamonds and the low onto the 10. If I believe this double, maybe that helps me. Obviously lost control here. I think I could have retained it somehow. Now if I play a low diamond, that's even down 4. Yeah, well, I didn't promise analysis after every board. I just promised counting them out, and in this case, I did actually. So, okay, there's also no talk about not going for 1100. And 2 spades. I'm actually talking about the last hand just to avoid talking about this one. This is a really awkward hand. I think I don't really like double in the stiff in a minor. Definitely not good enough for like double and then 3 hearts. It also doesn't seem to be enough. Like the hearts don't seem to be good enough for 3 hearts. I think 2 no trump is probably the best bet here, which at least describes my hand strength, approximately 16 to 18, stopping spades. Clubs, that's the only issue here. So it could be that we end up in some kind of a 3 no trump contract in which we have a serious issue with clubs. Although obviously they will tend to lead a spade here. So 3 no trump instead of 4 hearts somehow. But obviously, so we still have Stayman, so that's good. This is Stayman. Let's just check. 3 hearts. 4 to 5 hearts, and hopefully he can raise, and that he does. So we're out of the woods. Hopefully we didn't miss a slam, which we didn't, because we're gonna lose 2 tricks from the start: ace of spades and spade ruff. Okay. Okay, so counting out spades is 1, 2, 6, 4, right? They're very nice here, very friendly. So the king of diamonds switch, which I'm guessing is from shortness. So king doubleton or stiff king. We've seen this kind of stiff king switches or opening leads from time to time. Obviously, Gib leads all kinds of stiff honors all the time, and people also do so. But the stiff king is the one that looks the silliest, definitely. I need to play this heart suit for no losers, and this is actually a textbook problem. The right way to play it is cashing the ace, and if East has no hearts at all, I can still come to my hand and then so lead up to dummy twice in case East doesn't have any. So that's not the case. That means that I can draw trumps, worst case scenario, in 3 rounds. Oh, that's interesting actually. So I can almost reconstruct the hand now. It seems that East has 6, 3, 1, 3. 6, 3, 1, 3 with just the ace of spades, jack of hearts, and the king of diamonds. So that means that he doesn't have the king of clubs. Do I have some kind of extra option other than finessing diamonds? So I can finesse diamonds low to the 9 or running the 10. I don't need discard on diamonds. All I need is a do I have a squeeze or something? Some kind of a show-up squeeze. How would that work? Did I mess up my entries for that? Very likely so. I don't trust myself enough. So if I now, well, it should be a show-up squeeze, right? If I play I think that's a show-up squeeze. West does have the king of clubs, that we can know for sure. So okay, I need to be careful not to discard this club because otherwise I can't come to my hand. I rub this. And now he should be squeezed, right? I discard the queen of clubs. And now the jack of diamonds should appear. So this guess was removed. That's kind of cool. It was also kind of automatic, but just in case, so East could have had 2 clubs and king jack tight of diamonds, and I avoided that. So in that case, so I knew that West had the king of clubs and another diamond, and now I could see that his diamond was the jack and not the 7 or whatever it should have been. I think that's correct. I don't know. I think that was a show-up squeeze. If it's not, you know, I'm sorry. 1 heart, 1 on trump, and this is a funny hand in which, well, it's various theories actually. I can't count out the hand yet, but I can tell you a little bit about the various theories that are available. Well, I'm gonna bid 2 no trump because everything else for me seems insane. But what other things you can do? So other than 2 no trump, I mean, passing is, I don't know. I mean, actually, 2 hearts is not so bad, maybe, but it is a bit. I do have a bit of extra pep here, so I have 17. You can say what you like about the Jack of Clubs, but everything else is okay. Three hearts should contain a much better heart suit, so the same hand, but King Queen of Diamonds being in hearts would be three hearts. Arguably an underbid, but something like that would be a three heart rebid. Some people might rebid two diamonds. That's why I started this whole discussion. Actually, some people like to bid two diamonds and then two no trump, describing as ostensibly a 6-4 hand with this. But I'm not actually sure. No, actually, that's not a 6-4. That's just a 5-4 with some extras. So it doesn't really solve anything. Two diamonds and two no trump. I like two no trump, which ostensibly is 17 to 19 with 5-3-3-2. But well, okay. I mean, this kind of stuff. I reported. I think I might have had the exact same auction. One heart. It was either one heart or one spade. One heart. So one major, one no trump, two no trump, six clubs, and it went down 3 or 4. It's true. In that case, I had only 15, and I just miscounted my points. There's a whole discussion on the forums whether or not I deserved it because I upgraded it so much. And I remember that time it was six clubs, but was like he had something like King 6 or something like that. So it was. I'm strongly tempted to bid 6 no trump because I strongly suspect 6 club doesn't make, and let's hope he passes it. Okay, so 6 clubs wouldn't have made. Obviously, 6 on trump also doesn't make because well, we have no tricks at all. I don't know what to say. I think Gib should just learn how to realize, like, no, actually, I'm wrong about this 6 clubs stuff, right? So he has 8 clubs. I have stiff, so I can actually try to play for 7 club tricks, and then I just lose the ace of clubs or whatever. I can just take this and play the jack of clubs and see what will happen. I can't really count out the hand. If the queen appears, that would be awesome. If the ace appears, it's better than nothing because maybe now the queen appears. Oh well. So that's too bad. And 6 clubs would have been down 1, and 6 no trump will be down a lot. 6 clubs will be down a lot. So so West has 4 clubs, and my new year isn't going as planned. Although I am trying to count out some hands and. So how many tricks do I have now? Either way, I should duck this because I don't think. Yeah, let's just duck this and drive out the queen of clubs. Okay, so they're not even trying. Dummy will be high, or what is that? My hand will be high eventually, and I really don't have a reason to play to make or. I don't know what I could play for. Okay, so that's very tough luck, quote unquote. Down 2. How does that score? That's a big fat 0. People just rebid 3 hearts and they get to 4. 4 hearts even. Too much science maybe, or too, I don't know what. 2 hearts. Yeah, I mean 2 hearts can be something also. I mean, I really hate the 3 hearts rebid, but I'm a little bit surprised that nobody else tried 2 no trump. I mean, this is Maybe I should know not to do this with Gib, with a stiff, but... So 6 clubs would have helped by about 18% because... so if I pass 6 clubs... It had some chances, not a lot of chances, but... I don't know. 4 hearts, incidentally, needs hearts to be 3-3. And this is actually a good reason, this is a good example of why 3 hearts is probably not the best choice, because North didn't see an alternative to bidding 4 hearts with a stiff, which normally shouldn't be enough. Anyway, I think 2-no trump is okay, but maybe you could argue that I should know that Gib goes crazy, because, like I said, I reported that. Maybe I can show you the thread. I don't know. Okay, so this is a 1-no trump opener. Again, if I bid 1 diamond and my partner bids 1 spade, I'm stuck. I can't bid 2 hearts. I'm not strong enough for that. It is a 15 count, but it is a bare 15. So that's not really a reverse. Also, 1-no trump is an underbid because I have a decent 15. So that means 1-no trump is really a good solution. You can ask, what do you do with 1, 4, 3, 5, and sorry, 1 in this order, yes, but it would be 1, 4, 5, 3, and it's actually one of the most debated topics on the forums, and there's no obvious way of solving this. Sometimes you need to open 1-no trump, sometimes maybe rebid 2 clubs with a 5-3 in the minors, or maybe stretch a bit to reverse, maybe rebid 2 diamonds, which I really hate. It's a long discussion. And this is a hand in which I'm really tempted to overbid a bit, because despite the fact that I said that this is a bare 15 and the jack of spades is obviously dubious, otherwise it's a very pure hand and very pretty. So just a little bit of help in diamonds, and suddenly we're looking at almost 9 tricks, right? So hearts, worst case scenario, you just finesse out. Of course, it's not guaranteed to work, but at least it offers some help, some... so I'm gonna bid 4 hearts. I mean, I've convinced myself already. I was trying to convince the viewers, but that I think it's probably more difficult to do. But this is really a good hand for suit contract, so much better than for 3-no trump. And let's see what we get. And well, similar to what I thought. So all we need to do is finesse out the heart king. Actually, it's an interesting question. So this 3 of diamonds looks like a singleton, right? So maybe when I lead this low heart, I had the 2, right? Yes, I had the 2. 4-2 queen. Maybe now the best thing to do is just to take the ace of hearts. If I play a low diamond, to the jack, that will be rough probably by West. I don't think Gib likes leading from 3 low. Or if it does, I don't think it leads low. So as it stands, I think he's very likely to have led from a stiff. I mean, another thing I can try is playing a low spade and hope that West doesn't jump in. These are mainly the two things I can consider. A little bit of counting doesn't hurt, right? That was kind of the point of this video, or the point of this channel from today on, January 4th. I had 15, dummy had 8, right? That's 23, so they have a lot of points, 17. But they're both pass hands, right? So West and East are both pass hands. Okay, I just clicked somewhere, I guess. So it disappeared. King of Hearts is in East. Nobody has anything in diamonds. And then we have this curious case of the club suit, right? So they have 10 points in clubs, unaccounted for. 10 points. And they have the ace of spades. Somebody has the ace of spades. Usually when people don't lead a suit, it can be a hint that they have the ace from that suit. So it could be that West has the ace of clubs and that's why he didn't lead a club, or he has the ace of spades and that's why he didn't lead a spade. However, this is all muddled by the fact that the club is very likely, the diamond was very likely to be a singleton. So all in all, I'm not quite sure what's going on, and I don't think I can figure it out just yet. Oh, okay, so not much matters what I do here. They're gonna get at least one spade trick, heart trick. I could try. Okay, so the East has 4. Oh, but now they're letting me make because they refused to cash their clubs, and I again, unfortunately, I can't. I guess the thing is, 4 hearts promise is a maximum, right? 17 points. But that's also a thing for people who want to abuse Gib to consider. So if you accept, oh, actually, this lead was for 4 low, and he led the lowest. So that's also something to remember. So if you accept an invitation on the minimum, Gib will also go crazy. Similarly to the case of opening 1 trump on 14, Gib can go crazy when you quote unquote promise a maximum, but you don't have a maximum. So apparently, okay, one person even made +1. I wonder how. 1 diamond, yeah. I mean, this is actually not a bad. It is a bad opening, 1 diamond, but 1 diamond. If somebody gave me in writing that my partner is gonna answer 1 heart, I would be very happy to bid 1 diamond and then 3 hearts. My partner can be very well placed to judge. Others rebid 2 hearts. This is actually interesting. Nobody cares about this theory with. Oh yeah, actually, I realized I'm covering the score, but just a little bit. So I have 42%, and I added this little bit of transparency. So in case I'm also covering dummy. Okay, 2 hearts. Oh, this is really bad. Redouble, which promises a 3-card support. So anyway, so some people, or many people, went for this one diamond opener, which 2 hearts down 1. That's I think quite an achievement. One no trump. Only one other person. Okay, 2 other people. 3, 4. I don't know. I'm not good at counting, as you know. But the main point is some people went for it, but it's funny. Everybody accepted it, so maybe it's common knowledge that you're supposed to accept all invitations because Gib is gonna miscount. It's the first thing I actually thought about this, but of course they're gonna do that, right? So 1 heart. Okay, so my partner has an invitational hand, Drury. Maybe I'm supposed to bid only 3 hearts here just to get them out of the bidding, but Gib doesn't really. So if I bid like 3 hearts, let's say 3 hearts, 3 spades, pass, 4 hearts, they would very often just bid 4 spades. Gib doesn't really care about this kind of dog walking. They're happy to bid 1 more again. So they do bid 4 spades, and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be one of these Michael's hands, so. Huh. So law of large numbers, right? This probably promises a 4-card suit, so my partner has a stiff. We're not gonna lose any spades, any hearts, right? So how much do we need him to have in diamonds to make this worth our while? 5 hearts. Well, if he has like ace queen of diamonds, I mean that's not too much to ask for, is it? Ah, let's just bid 5 hearts. I don't know. Of course, I'm talking myself into overbidding again, but let's see. Okay, somebody's lying. Somebody was lying here. Okay, well. Obviously, I took a very rosy view of this because I was hoping um, my so I kind of figured their minor is clubs. I kind of figured their minor would be clubs, and that would mean that my partner would have a little bit more in diamonds, and my opponents would have a little bit more in clubs. And it does really look like we were gonna take this down, right? 2 spades, possibly a heart, and probably 2 clubs. So it's not a good save. Also, club rough or whatever. On the plus side, there's a bunch of counting to come, so that's good. The queen falls, so that means, well, that could mean that. Okay, so yeah, so it could mean that we're only losing 2 diamonds, but of course it doesn't mean that because he's can rough this, and the ace of clubs is also gonna come, and the rest is ours. It's quite a disappointing result. I overbid. I really hate it when I overbid, but I can always say it's match points. So in match points, it's always these problems are always a little bit more difficult. In teams, I wouldn't have bid like this, I think, but in match points. In match points, the thing is, even if 4 spades goes down and 5 hearts makes, you're gonna get a terrible score. I wonder how other people bid this. Didn't anybody manage to buy it in 4 hearts? Some people did. This is exactly the way I thought to do it. So 3 hearts and then 4 hearts. Maybe it does work. Oh, it's interesting. 4 spades went down 3 here, down 2 here, down 3, down 3, down 3. One person made 4 hearts plus 1. I gotta see this. Pass, pass, 4 hearts. Pass, pass, pass. Maybe. Again, I don't know what to say. This is not really my style, but I mean, I don't know at this point what my style would be, other than bidding one more than I'm supposed to. Oh, that's a bad sign. Let's see what I can do. I'm gonna stop this and hopefully I will manage to unite 2 videos together and be right back. Hey, and welcome and everything. 2 spades, I'm gonna pass this. For once I will not go crazy. Should I go crazy? Yeah, I went crazy so many times already in this video that I might as well double now and fight for the par score. 5 diamonds, my partner. Okay, this generally just shows like yes, some 5-card suit with ace king, and that's it. But well, we'll see. We'll see what he has. Okay, he actually has a legitimate hand here. And this is gonna be, I'm afraid to say, it's gonna be one of those hands in which you need to count. Jack of spades lead. Okay. So I'm guessing East has Jack, King Jack, and West has the Ace. We can find out by covering. It seems to be the case. Spade, which we will need to ruff. I don't need to ruff anything in dummy if I manage to guess everything correctly. Now let's see about that. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, so East has no. Oh, I should have unblocked this, but I mean it doesn't really matter, does it? So East has a stiff diamond, which means this contract is completely hopeless. And he also discards a heart, so he has 6 spades and 6 spades and stiff diamond, which means he's likely either has 2 hearts and 4 clubs or 3-3. Judging by this discard, I would guess he has. Well, this is obviously just pure speculation, but I would guess it's likely he has 3 low hearts. And then, yeah. And that means that we don't know anything about the ace of clubs. Clubs rate to be then 3-3. East has the king jack of king jack of spades. King jack of spades. So he could have the ace of clubs, he could not have the ace of clubs. Nobody really knows. Well, let me just take these 2 hearts. I highly doubt that East has the queen. He does have the queen, okay. So that means that I can just play on hearts. And force West, so I can't hope to. Oh. Maybe I can. So I can. So if I play the jack of hearts now, West rubs in and plays a spade, right? I have 5 tricks, yeah. This would be 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean I can't draw trumps anyway, so I might as well. Suddenly it seems very unlikely, by the way, that East has ace of clubs. That would give him a 10 count. And I think Gib can open on 10 counts as well. What if I play a club now? Was that smart? I don't think so. 7. Eight, 9, yeah. And West still has a spade to return. So if I just play the queen of diamonds, that will be the last trick. I might try this club finesse or something. 9! Look at me. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I do, right? No way I can. Yeah, the Jack of Diamonds will overruff the 10. 35%? I wonder if I could have made it. No, and the spade lead was the only one to beat it. That's funny. I don't know what I'm doing. I miscounted the diamonds in the middle as well, like the hearts. I forgot that the West had another heart. Incidentally, yeah, I don't know what. Towards the end, when I was counting my tricks lethargically, did I have another chance somehow? Okay. No, it's always gonna be down one. Okay. I don't know. This is. Some people might open it 1-0 trump. I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it normal. So because usually you will be able to do this. What I'm going to do now. So one club, one heart, one spade. 3 clubs is invitational, right? Invitational jump raise, and I have enough to just beat 3-0 trump. Hearts is my partner's problem, and I have a nice diamond stop to go along with my 15. So I have a nice 3-0 trumpet. And maybe some chance to for redemption or okay. So it's difficult to count out the hand when you have no idea. By the way, oh yeah, I did try to count out the hand also. Last hand, obviously I haven't done it on all 6, but we'll see. Here we seem to have just a double finesse, no? That would be, so how many tricks do I have? I have 5 club tricks. 2 heart tricks is 7. Ace of diamonds is 8. I have double finessing positions in spades and diamonds. The only issue is that I only have 2 entries to dummy, so regardless of how smart I'm trying to unblock stuff from my hand, I can't overtake the 5 with the 4. So that's a little bit annoying. Given that, how should I play this? So I can only play like the following thing. Oh, it's also true that I can unblock stuff and okay. So eventually they're gonna find my heart weakness, right? That's the fear. So it seems like I should take this in dummy and finesse something. No question is, should I finesse spades or diamonds? Maybe spades makes more sense. Although diamond seems pleasing because if the spade finesse works, so let's say the ace is on side, then I'm not giving away an unnecessary spade trick. But if I just like let go, like let the 8 ride, right? Then I'm gonna lose to the queen or the jack of spades, which maybe I didn't need to do at all. Of course, in the end position, I'm gonna remain with some kind of a king 10 or doubleton of spade, and I will have no chance of finessing that. And unfortunately, if I play like the spade finesse now, like low to the king, that's it. Like going all out like that. And that's a very silly way of playing because then I can't play on diamonds at all, and I will lose a bunch of spades before I get to my trick. It's a bit funny because normally you're supposed to work on your 8 card fit or 9 card fit or whatever. Our 9 card fit is completely established, and now I have to choose between some of these 6 card fits. But if I play on spades, that will mean ace of clubs, let the 8 ride, right? West wins. We play some whatever, let's say a heart, right? I go to dummy, play another spade, right? I mean, I don't need to take that king of hearts, right? Because I don't know. I'm getting a small headache here, and I don't think I'm helping very much. Like, I don't think I'm actually getting anywhere. I'm gonna play a spade. It feels a bit weird. Okay, so they didn't want to. They didn't want to play. They didn't want. East didn't want to cover this. So I hope that doesn't mean that he has the like West has king queen jack. That would make my line look pretty stupid. Okay, so I did get this, and they're staying off hearts, so that's nice. I can take the ace of diamonds and play on diamonds now, right? Okay, they're clearing diamonds, and this should be the case where I try to count down the hand, but it doesn't really matter. They're supposed to count out the hand now, not I. Although I did show my 4 card spade suit, so it's kind of obvious. Okay, so I actually gonna get also. I'm gonna get 10 tricks, which should be a good result. It's obviously way too late for anything, but still. Okay, so +1. You know, I guess most people just played on clubs, or I don't know, on diamonds. Most people played on diamonds. That definitely looks like a natural thing to do, but maybe it's not. And as an aside, he should have covered. He should have covered the 8 of spades. I think that's why I made 10 tricks. The jack fell under the king. And now that I play the 8, it's gonna be mostly +1, but if they play a heart, it's not +1. So, oh yeah, they gave me. I don't know. What was this? Oh, I think the issue was that now West should play a heart because that's my weakness. No, West should play a spade? Okay, go figure. Yeah, oh yeah. The point is, if he plays a heart, then I get the heart trick. If he plays a diamond, he gives me a tempo. Oh no, it's not a tempo. It's just like I'm getting an actual diamond trick because I can just drive it out. If he plays a passive spade now, then I can't do anything. Well, just think about it. What can I do from my hand? I'm locked in my hand. I'm gonna lose 2 diamonds if I can't go to dummy. So that's the issue. But somehow West didn't figure this out. I don't know. Maybe from my line. Maybe my line was so stupid that he couldn't figure it out. Be that as it may, I got it. Some people got to 6 clubs. Let's see, how 4 no trump. Okay, well, this was self-inflicted. You know that I have a large amount of sympathy for people who play with Gib, but you can't really blame this on Gib. Your partner shows like 10 to 12 or something, 10 to 12, and you have a reasonable but not amazing 15 count. You shouldn't go to slam. It's really that simple. And this is a 14 count, and I this is a trademark, although obviously I'm not the only one who opens one more trump with these hands. And even with this kind of unwarranted upgrade, my partner doesn't want to invite, which is just as well, because I don't have any tricks. So low spade, you're supposed to play the jack from this, in case West underled the ace, which he didn't do. The 2 probably shows 4 to the 10 or something. I can just take this and do something smart, which I don't know. Generally, the way to do these hands is just to let Gib miscount my points. And maybe that's not a bad idea. Let's try that. Let's just give up this spade and let them concede some points. Apparently West led low from 3 low, so that's also a thing to consider. Low heart, I will definitely not play the king, so okay. So just note to self: East had the ace of spades, West has the queen of hearts. Okay, let's see. Ace, queen of hearts. Okay. And I'm still stuck with this club guess. Should I go to dummy and take the club finesse? Wait, what was this? East has... Did anybody throw... What, West had 5 hearts but didn't lead one. That's funny. Ace, queen of hearts, but that doesn't seem to give him any more room. Could narrowly have, like, he could have ace, queen of hearts and king of clubs, but that seems rather unlikely, doesn't it? Let's just go to dummy and take this club finesse. Done. There was a club thrown at some point. This is just gonna be enough for 6 tricks, I'm afraid. Yeah, another club, another diamond, and 21%. So that's not great. Where is the stuff? Really funny opening lead, leading the spade, low spade from this hand. I think most people would lead a heart from that. I would venture to guess, but that would give away a lot of tricks, apparently. And I should have made this. If I just play a little bit more normal, just like... I was trying to be this very cool guy who just ducks everything, just gives away all the tricks, and then hopes for some miracle missed defense from Gib. Whereas you can just play a normal bridge here. With a little bit more entries, you could just play. Let's say you had like ace, king of diamonds for some reason. You could play low to the jack, and then let the queen ride, or queen first and then play the queen of diamond clubs first, queen, king, ace, and then cash the jack, and then the 10 would fall. Either case, the advantage of some of these lines, I think low to the jack is probably more accurate, because that helps you if East has the stiff king, low to the jack. But this isn't one of those cases. You only have one entry, and that's why I was a little bit reluctant to play like this. Of course, you can also just play it from your hand, just play ace of clubs and jack of clubs, and then presto, you have how many tricks? This is my New Year's resolution, was that I was gonna count out every hand, but obviously it was a little bit too high. If you saw John Oliver John Oliver segment on setting yourself too high, too unreasonable New Year's resolutions, and that's a good strategy of avoiding disappointment because you expect yourself to fail. So that was basically what I was following. But so that was my New Year's resolution, but I didn't have a resolution of counting my tricks every hand. And let's just add that to the list maybe, and maybe that will help. One on trump down one. I should have made it by just playing ace of clubs and another or something. Let's see. It's also true if you go to dummy, low to the ace, and then you just lead the queen of clubs if you have only one entry. In this case, you're going to win. So let's see what Biana did. Biana from... I will only... Oh yeah, let's add another one. Let's just name people who did something good. And that's probably a good idea. So what did she, I guess, do? Okay, ace of clubs and another. So no queen lead from dummy. It's still supposed to be down one. So I mean, how much? Okay, so let's see. This is some weird contract, although opened normally. So you're gonna have 2 spades, 3 clubs is 5, ace of diamonds is 6, and somehow you're gonna get a hard trick. That's 7. So this is how you get to 7. And this is why I should hide in shame. There you go. And yeah, note to self, the Gib leads a low spade from 3 low. So 9xx, Gib is just gonna lead. The x, one of the x, the smallest x. Okay, so see you around. Maybe I will have some time to record some more stuff. Maybe not, we'll see. But be that as it may, it can only get better this year. So that's something to hope for. And see you around.